Move on as we approach the top of the hour to our head coach, Monmouth Hawks, Kevin Callahan. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Mark.
Monmouth with the bye week last Saturday, including Matt Gardner-Webb coming up this weekend. Just open up, talk about what you're able to work on with the group, and we'll start taking questions, talk about the running Bulldogs.
Well, we use the bye week for the most part to start our preparation for Gardner-Webb. We've got some younger players that are in the lineup now, and I think that extra time was well spent. It helped us really focus on some of the things that we really hadn't been doing as well in terms of execution that we needed to on both sides of the ball. So I think we had 2 really good days of practice. Gave our players a couple days off, but really began the preparation for Gardner-Webb last week. So as we came in this week to start week off, we were ahead of schedule.
And talk about what you prepared on regards to Gardner-Webb, of the running Bulldogs, from kind of challenges they pose.
Well, as everybody knows, they're playing very good football right now. Prior to the open week, which interestingly enough, we both had the same bye week there on the 12th. They were coming off a very impressive win at Charleston Southern. The week prior to that, they had a great game with Liberty, which they ended up not winning. It was an overtime game. But if you look at the way they've played in the last 4 weeks here, very close game against Coastal, close game against Kennesaw, the overtime game at Liberty, the win over Charleston Southern, they really seem to be a team that's hitting their stride. They're doing that, in my opinion, because they're playing very good on the defensive side of the ball. They're not giving up big plays. They're opportunistic, and they're really keeping the opponents from scoring. And then over on the other side of the ball, they're running the ball extremely well. Close to 230 yards a game. The quarterback is having an exceptional year, both running and throwing the ball. And he really seems to be the guy that makes them go. And he's supported by a very talented group of players as well. For us, it's going to take a very complete game on our part. We're going to have to make sure that we're ready to go from the beginning. We're going to have to do an outstanding job on both sides of the football to give ourselves the best opportunity to win.
And you mentioned being able to have time with players, some extra time. Kenji Behar getting the call at quarterback. What were you able to work on with him specifically this past week, preparing for Saturday?
Well, specifically, really, it was a lot of big picture things with Kenji. Getting him to see the big picture, the full scope of what defense is trying to do, from pre-snap alignments, how they might move after the snap. Those are things that, a guy that hasn't played a lot of football, though he hasn't played a lot of football, those are things that only come with getting more reps. So we tried to put those things in front of him as much as we could last.
And Saturday's final game, just with some of the seniors, they were departing, that we're going to see for one last time. Some of your main starters hit the gridiron for the last time Saturday.
It's always somewhat bittersweet to see those guys go and see them play their last game for us. They're the guys that really kind of ushered in the era of scholarship football and getting us into the Big South. A lot of them have contributed a tremendous amount to our football program and have helped us progress on these last couple of years. So, you're sorry to see them go, but on the other side of it, that's what they're here for. They're here to get an education, move on, and, I'm sure they've all got great things in front of them. I know they're excited to go out on a positive note. They're excited to go out and play together with their teammates one last time. So I'm looking for them to really come, amped up and ready to go on Saturday.
All right, Coach. Well, we're not seeing any more questions for you, so we'll let you go. But appreciate you joining us. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.